Hello and welcome. My name's Super Saiyan and this is your weekly news and pre-order video covering all of the new releases for Forge and Games Workshop. I do apologise, it's a nice sunny day. You can probably hear the washing machine at some other part of the house. That just goes to show you how sensitive this Yeti microphone is. Anyway, let's continue. So firstly, I want to say a huge thank you to all the Patreons. There's been a bit of an influx in Patreons over the last couple of weeks or so since the giveaway. I did give away this Primaris Lieutenant, which is a 500 store exclusive on the Patreon. And then since then, I've announced a giveaway every single month. So if you choose to support the channel, donate like $1 a month or something like that, then there'll be a draw each month and you could win a model. This month in November, I will be giving away a load of the Space Marine heroes through the Patreon. So there's going to be more than one giveaway this month. But I just wanted to draw your attention to that. December's giveaway will be something from the Warhammer World HQ. So if you're after a certain thing, become a Patreon, put a suggestion in, and I'll grab something from the Warhammer HQ, because I'll be going to the Vigilus event in 2 weeks' time in Nottingham. So I'll be picking up a few exclusives there. Anyway, on to the video. So, the news. Since last weekend, which was, about the 3rd of November, we had a little look at the Christmas bundles in terms of the paint sets and the painting handles. Then the next day, on the Sunday, they had an article on a new breed of heroes. Would you like a range of new, uniquely posed Space Marines at pocket money prices? Well, who wouldn't? There is a catch. They're called blind buy boxes. No, you don't have to be blind to buy them, but they are £5 each for a single plastic Space Marine, and each such box contains one of the 9 miniatures at random. They look pretty cool. Personally, I like the Terminators in the Space Marine Heroes 2 collection a bit more. Be interesting to see what this captain looks like or whatever. But you can make these quite easily with normal Space Marine kits. If you want the chance of getting them, it's £5 each, or just support the channel on Patreon and you'll be up for a chance of winning a few of these. That was the article on the Sunday. Black Library Weekender reveals. This was pretty good actually. They revealed a few things, specifically the Horus Heresy Siege of Terror, which is an 8-book series, hardback in May 2019 with John French's Solar War. So that's pretty good. There's going to be 8 books that cover the Siege of Terror, and then I think that's the end of it. Hopefully they'll then do some kind of different series, maybe a series covering the Unification Wars. That would be pretty good. There's some other reveals there from Black Library. Catherine Tate's going to be a voice actor in one of them. So there's quite a lot of things going on in terms of novels and in terms of Black Library. Moving up, Blackstone Fortress Awakens. There's been quite a few articles all this week of Blackstone Fortress. What I will say is, yes, I have pre-ordered it. It should be coming next weekend. Either, I want to say Monday after the release weekend, because typically Games Workshop don't really send you things for release day unless they send it to you, to your local store. So I'm thinking that Monday I'll have it in my hands. I'll be able to do a full unboxing and go through all the models. Blackstone Fortress Unboxed. They're looking at team events reimagined. There was a rumour engine which had this spiked thing. Not quite sure what that is. Setting the scene for Blackstone Fortress. Some more Warhammer Adventures audiobooks. Choosing Your Explorer. So they go through different explorers. I really like this one. Pious Fawn and the Eldar Ranger. Lovely, lovely looking models. And the squats, obviously. Reen and Rouse. I'll be going through the models and things later on in the video in the pre-order sort of section. If we're going up here, there's a nice look at someone's Space Marine army here. Incredible paint job and customised models, modifications, incredible. Blackstone Fortress, a new portal open, so they had a little bit of a promotional video. Forge World, got quite a few pre-orders on Friday. I haven't pre-ordered any of these things because I'll probably pick them up in 2 weeks. It's only 2 weeks to wait. But you've got the Retro Landspeeder and another one. So you've got the 40k one and the Horus Heresy one. Then you had a couple of Alpha Legion models. The Praetorian Cataphracti Terminator armour with a Volkite charger, and also this Praetor about to take his Paragon blade out of the sheath. Then only yesterday they had a look at the data sheets and exclusive goodies. So you can use the Blackstone Fortress miniatures in 40k. Here's just an example of some of the data sheets. And then exclusive loot. If you pre-order it, you can get a load of exclusives from your local Games Workshop. You can order your set in store, and then you get all these kind of goodies. We'll have a look at those in a moment too. And then Christmas in the stores. I think the gift guide is there now. Otherwise, I don't know why they're kind of promoting it. But in there, you'll have all of the box sets and battle forces and things. And I think there's quite a few Primaris, which is what I wanted all along. I was hoping that they'd finally, after a year and sort of a half, they'd bring out battle forces and start collecting box sets and things. I don't think there's any start collecting for Primaris, but there definitely is. I think 2 or 3 battle forces for them, which is great. And there's a really nice Death Guard one too, and Mechanicus. So if you are near your local store, I'd definitely recommend you pick up one of these gift guides. Anyway, that is all the news so far. No doubt, check the Warhammer Community website tomorrow, Sunday. There's always some kind of good news to sort of set the week up. Let's go on over to all of the pre-orders. So if we go over to Forge World, again, you've got your free shipping over £75. And then if it's below £75, I think shipping's super cheap at like £3 now, or £6 if you want it express, which is way, way better than it used to be. It used to be like £12, £15 shipping. It was silly. So you've got the pre-orders here. You've got this kind of, they put ribbons and little baubles with horror symbols on, and Alpha Legion symbols. I wonder if they are going to start making baubles. That'd be pretty cool, I think. But if we just go to new, and we go to pre-orders, it is just the Landspeeders and the Alpha Legion models. This says pre-order, but all it is just the Hydra Elite, along with the Cataphracti Praetor, for £85. For 6 models, that's quite a lot. And then you've got £103 here for 10 Space Marines and a Praetor taking his sword out of his sheath. So £103 there. Anyway, then you've got the Praetors themselves. £25 is about right for, you know, a single resin miniature like this that has this much level of detail on. By an Alpha Legion army, I'd definitely get one of these straight away. Then you've got the normal Praetor, which is £4 less. Do like the pose. Looks pretty cool. Of course, the colour scheme is fantastic. So that's the 2 Praetors, and then you've got the Landspeeders. So you've got Landspeeder set 1, which is the 40k variant, and as you can see here, comes with 7 weapons. You get a plasma cannon, a heavy flamer, multi-melter, heavy bolter, grav gun, and 2 hunter-killer missiles. That's pretty good. So that's what the grav gun looks like. If you've not familiar with it or never seen one before, you've got the plasma cannon and the heavy bolter and the hunter-killer missiles. Of course, these are super, super fragile. You know, if you use them in Horus Heresy, I think they've got like 2 hull points or whatever. They're all the weapons that you get with it. I've got huge, huge issues from a design point of view in terms of the way that the vehicle functions. Obviously, ignoring the fact that it's hovering. and gravitic plates. You've got the thrusters intakes there, which are completely blocked by these two Space Marines, which are generating a lot of heat anyway. You've got the weapon at the top, which obviously has a very limited firing arc. It has to be level with these, so these Landspeeders are going to have to do kind of dive bombing to make better use of that weapon. And the final point is the Space Marines aren't protected at all. Yes, you can say it's an open top vehicle and they're in power armor, but compared to the newest Landspeeders, there's just no comparison in terms of which is kind of better designed. But there you go, that's set 1. Set 2, this one's got 6 weapons, so 1 weapon less. It's got the Volkite Culverin, which is that top weapon there if you haven't seen one before, a Havoc Launcher, which is this one underneath, 2 heavy bolters and 2 hunter killer missiles. It says 2 heavy bolters, but it's got 1 there, so maybe you could have 1 at the front and 1 at the top. Doesn't really show it like that. There, look, it only shows it with the heavy bolter on the top. They're the weapons that you get: 2 heavy bolters, the hunter killer and the Volkite Culverin, all for £50 for this set. So that's the Horus Heresy set. So that's everything on Forge World. So they're picking up the pace a bit with the pre-orders. And then if we go on to Games Workshop, this is the Blackstone Fortress special. This is a big push for this game. Nice little intro. I really like the Chaos Renegade Imperial Guard. Will we see them? There they are, look. They're really cool models. I think they're my favourite in the set. If the Chaos Space Marines turn out the way these have, and the Imperial Guard, if Imperial Guard get a bit of an update, then really looking forward to it, especially if they, I don't know, pull out a squat army from somewhere after Sisters of Battle. Let's have a look at the new and exclusive then. So if we go to pre-orders and we view all, high to low. So you've got a few sets going on here. You've got the Blackstone Fortress Talisman of Vol collection, which includes the box set and this book here, which is a special edition. It's a hardback novel that they're releasing alongside the set. Then you've got the box game with the standard edition novel. Then you've got the box game itself, and we'll have a look at that right now. So this is what you get, ladies and gentlemen. You get lots and lots of dice, cards. They've done away with like kind of full-size boards. They've got these kind of hexagonal half boards, I want to call them, and ranges and tokens, all kinds of things. So if you look here, we can actually, I don't know why there's a 360 view, but there is. So there you go, there's a 360 view there. Interesting hexagonal pieces. Then these are the models themselves. This is probably why you'll be getting it. So you've got this guy here called Janice Drake. You got this Eldar Ranger lady. Azurani Ranger, I don't know if she's actually got a name. You've got these little squats, Reen and Rouse. Got Tadius the Purifier, this dude. An Imperial Navigator, Missionary Zealot, I think that's Pious Fawn. Crew Tracker, that one. An Imperial Robot, that's pretty cool. And they're your miniatures. Really cool. Does it go? I don't know. It looks very similar to kind of Fallout now, the way they're going with their machines. They're the Ratlings. There's the Priest. That looks so cool, but I think they've just done an incredible job with the flames on that one. And then you get all the Chaos models, so they're awesome looking Chaos Space Marines and the Lord. Look at all those Chaos miniatures, brilliant. You even get some 40k Beastmen, which, yeah, some people do have their opinions, you know, should they actually be in the 41st millennium, but at the same time, you know, look at all the Demons of Chaos. Got some Psychers, I think. 14 Imperial Guard cultists, it looks like. let's see what they're actually called. It says here 35 hostiles. So you get 44 push to fit miniatures. So you get the 9 explorers in red plastic, and then 35 hostiles. So Obsidious Malix, the Chaos Lord, that's this dude here. The 2 Chaos Space Marines, 4 Chaos Beastmen, 4 Urgals, 4 Negavolt Cultists, 2 Rogue Psychers, 4 Spindle Drones, and 14 Traitor Guardsmen. It's an example of a Traitor Guardsman. I think they look super cool. Really, really awesome, these Traitor Guardsmen. The Beastmen. I'm not sure I like the fact that they're all in those poses with their chain swords and swords up. And you get duplicates, as you can see. Those two are pretty much the same except for their heads. And these two running are in the same kind of running pose. And similar situation here, you're getting duplicates too. Those two are the same, those two are the same. The Traitor Guardsmen, as you can see, I think there are duplicates there. So although you get 14, you're only getting 7 unique ones. All they've done is just painted them a little bit different. You see the 2 throwing a grenade, which is still pretty cool though. I like the flamer ones, and these with the maces, and these with the las guns with the bayonets. Pretty cool miniatures. You get these dudes, psychic sorcerers it looks like. And these Urgals. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, they look horrible. Kind of like Rick and Morty Meeseeks gone wrong. These Spindle Drones. Quite far removed from 40k these look like. But anyway, and then you get an awful lot of cards, rules, data sheets for use in games of 40k. So you get a book in there, so you can use all these models in 40k. Gives you a sample chapter of the novel that's unfortunately only available in hardback, but it would give you an awesome backstory to this set, and I definitely recommend it, much like I recommended the Dark Imperium novel with the Dark Imperium box set. Here's an example of some of the sprues. Tut, there's quite a few gaps in there. I'm not very happy with your Games Workshop. That looks a little bit better though, for the Traitor Guardsman and the Beastman all in one. So, and the Chaos Space Marine too, it looks like. So probably that's duplicated. Here's some heroes or explorers. So some samples of sprues. You can't see all of them, but there you go. So that is the Blackstone Fortress. That's what Games Workshop are promoting and talking a lot about this weekend, ready for next weekend. As I say, I have pre-ordered it, so I should be able to get you a video maybe the Monday after release. Horus Heresy Weekender ticket, that's already on sale, £75, just come up for sale now. It's a weekender, so it includes both days, so either you have to get yourself up there or have an evening at the hotel there. I would love to go, I really would, but I'll just draw that to your attention. Obviously you've got the Blackstone Fortress novel and some new commanders. So you've got the Genestealer Cults Commander set, and then you've got the Nemesis 9 Tyrantis Tyranid Commander set. You've got Hallowed Knights Black Pyramid in hardback, Blackstone Fortress in hardback, 8 Lamentations of War, and then a Warrant of Trade. Now the Warrant of Trade is something that if you order Blackstone Fortress, you'll receive this exclusive Warrant of Trade. Apparently it gives you permission to act with impunity to explore, trade and expand the boundaries of the Imperium, one per order. So I think you get one of these whenever you pre-order Blackstone Fortress. Yeah, interesting I suppose. Another bit of paper that you could put it in a frame. It looks quite believable. If you've got an office somewhere, maybe it's a good talking point, but hey, there you go. It doesn't cost any money unless you pre-order Blackstone Fortress from Games Workshop. Let's just have another look at the pre-orders. And that's it for your weekly news and pre-order video. Have you pre-ordered Blackstone Fortress already? Are you looking forward to the miniatures? Which models are you looking forward to the most? Please do put it in the comments below. It'd be great to hear from you. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.